before dive into the course, we need first to set up our lab. I will use GNS3 as a simulator. Of course, you can use whatever simulator you want if you are already using any, like EvenG or PinitLab. But all of these course labs will be in GNS3. So to set up our lab, we will need some programs. So let me show you what those programs are. So I've already created a folder and name it Microtik Prerequisite. I will share it with you. You will find it under the resources of this lecture. So to prepare our lab, of course we will need the GNS3. So we will install the GNS3 all-in-one program and GNS3 VM. GNS3 VM need an hypervisor to be installed on. So I will use VMware Workstation. The GNS3 VM can also be installed on VirtualBox, Hyper-V or ESXi. So if we go to the GNS3 VM website, like we can see here, we can install it in VirtualBox, VMware Workstation, VMware ESXi, or the Hyper-V of Microsoft. But I should to mention here that you will need to make sure that virtualization support is enabled on your machine BIOS. The step to enable it is depends on your machine manufacturer, but usually you can enable it from going to the BIOS. Then under the system configuration, you will find an option to enable it there. That's if it's not already enabled. If you still can't find how to enable it, you can simply go to Google and search on how to enable virtualization. For example, virtualization support in BIOS, and here you can type your machine type. For example, if you have a Dell machine, you can do that and you can find steps to enable it. You can even find it from the website of your PC or check any of the videos that you can find on YouTube. Like I told you, it's usually be enabled in all machines, but sometimes in some laptops you need to go to the BIOS and enable it. Okay, let's go back to the files that we need to install. So like I told you, we will need the GNS3, and also we will need to have an image of the Cisco switch and router. This is the switch and this is the router. And also we need to install WebTear. It's a web browser, and the Linux machine. So for the Linux machine, I will install the Ubuntu Docker because it doesn't need so much resources. And finally, we will have to install, of course, the image of our Microtik router. So this is the image of the Microtik, and Winbox. We need Winbox to access to our router. Don't worry, we will see all of that. So first, let's start by installing our hypervisor, which is VMware Workstation. Yes. Next. We should accept the terms. Next. 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 And next. And install. So here we can either press finish or enter the license. I have a license, so I will enter it. This is my license. I will copy it and then paste it here and do enter, and perfect. Now the VMware workstation is installed. So I will extract the GNS3 VM. And let's open the VMware. Perfect, this is the VMware. I've already have GNS3 installed, so I will remove it. They will also remove the EVG, and I will go back, and this is my GNS3 VM. We need to import this OVA file to the VMware workstation, so right click on it and do open with VMware workstation. Here I will name it GNS3 VM and do import. Perfect. We can see that it's imported now. Now we need to install GNS3 all-in-one program. Yes. We'll do next, agree, next, and I will do next, next. Next again, and here I will do no, and next I will uncheck start GNS3 and I will do finish. So perfect. Now we have VMware workstation installed. We have GNS3 VM OVA file imported to our VMware. Here it is. And also we have the GNS3 all-in-one program installed. All what we have now to do is to import the Ubuntu Docker and to install also the Cisco switch image and router and the web term.